Have you ever wondered if the pyramids are more than meets the eye? What if we told you that Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest scientists and inventors of all time, thought the pyramids were more than just tombs or monuments? Nikola Tesla's name is often linked to new ideas, brilliance, and scientific breakthroughs. Tesla was born in 1856 in what is now Croatia. He was a leader in the fields of electricity and magnetism, and many of the technologies we use every day are based on his ideas. Tesla's contributions to science and technology, like the Tesla coil and the alternating current motor, continue to influence and inspire inventors and scientists all over the world. But Tesla was known not only for his many inventions and scientific discoveries, but also for his strange ideas and theories. One of these ideas was about the pyramids, those old buildings in Egypt and other parts of the world that have fascinated historians, archaeologists, and people who believe in conspiracies for hundreds of years. We'll look at Tesla's interesting hypothesis about the pyramids and the dreadful truth he believed they held in this video. So prepare to embark on an adventure into the unknown and uncover a whole new perspective on one of history's greatest mysteries. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unknown Facts. Today, we'll look at Tesla's interesting ideas about the pyramids and what he thought was a scary secret they held. We will talk about what his ideas mean and how they might change how we think about history and the world around us. So come with us as we explore Nikola Tesla's mind and his innovative ideas about one of the world's biggest mysteries. Tesla thought that the pyramids were not just tombs for pharaohs and other important people in ancient Egypt. He thought that they were also advanced machines that were made to make and use a lot of energy. Tesla said that the pyramids were built by an ancient civilization with much more knowledge and technology than ours. He also said that the real reason they were built was to be used as powerful weapons that could wipe out whole civilizations. Chapter 1. Tesla's fascination with the pyramids. Nikola Tesla's early years were marked by the beginning of his lifelong obsession with the pyramids. He was a young lad who grew up in Croatia and was mesmerized by tales of ancient Egypt and the mysteries of the pyramids when he was a small boy. Tesla became convinced that the pyramids housed secrets that may change science and technology when he subsequently began his work as a scientist and inventor. He believed that these secrets could be found there. Tesla claimed that the pyramids were not merely tombs for pharaohs, but rather a powerful machinery that harnessed the energy of the earth and the universe. He felt that this knowledge was passed down from generation to generation in ancient Egypt. According to Nikola Tesla, the pyramids were intended to operate as powerful electrical generators, producing and capturing vast amounts of energy that could be used to power anything from homes and factories to transportation systems and even weapons of war. This information comes from Tesla's book, The Secrets of the Pyramids, which he wrote in the 1920s. Tesla's discoveries came about as a result of his research into the construction of the pyramids. He took note of the precise alignment of the pyramids with the stars and the Earth's magnetic field, as well as the geometric shapes and proportions that seemed to suggest a deep understanding of mathematics and physics. In addition, he observed the geometric shapes and proportions that seemed to suggest a deep understanding of geometry. Tesla thought that these architectural features were not only aesthetic choices made by the builders of the pyramids, but rather deliberate choices made by these builders to maximize the amount of energy that the pyramids produced. His fascination with past civilizations and the technologies they developed shaped Tesla's thinking on the pyramids as well. He was of the opinion that the pyramids were constructed by an extremely sophisticated civilization that possessed knowledge and technology far superior to our own, and that this civilization had left behind a legacy of sophisticated machines and devices that had been misplaced over the course of history. Tesla was unwavering in his conviction that his ideas on the pyramids should be taken seriously right up until the day he passed away, despite the fact that many of his contemporaries did not share this view. Even if some people may find his theories to be completely implausible, they continue to serve as a source of motivation for researchers and innovators to this day. This is a clear indication of the continuing appeal that the pyramids have for people all around the world. Chapter 2. The Terrifying Truth About the Pyramids. Nikola Tesla's speculations regarding the pyramids were not restricted to the possibility that they could serve as a source of electricity. In addition to this, he was of the opinion that the pyramids were formidable weapons that were able to bring about widespread devastation. Tesla believed that the ancient society that was responsible for building the pyramids was not a peaceful one, but rather a highly advanced society that had developed weapons that were capable of causing earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and even the destruction of entire cities. He believed that this society was responsible for the construction of the pyramids. Tesla felt that the pyramids were created to be a network of weapons that could be used to harness the natural forces of the earth and the universe to have devastating consequences. He believed that these forces could be harnessed by using the pyramids. Tesla's theories were not merely the result of him making things up out of thin air. He claimed to have found proof that the pyramids had been used as weapons in the distant past, and he undertook extensive trials and studies to support his theories. He believed that the pyramids had been used as weapons in the distant past. Tesla asserted that there were ancient texts and inscriptions that hinted that the pyramids had been responsible for the destruction of the fabled city of Atlantis, as well as other catastrophic calamities that had occurred throughout history. The repercussions that his theories concerning the pyramids could have had were quite distressing to Tesla. He felt that the pyramids were a warning from the past, a witness to the destructive power of technology in the hands of individuals who lacked the knowledge to utilize it responsibly. He believed that the pyramids were built by humans who lacked the wisdom to use technology responsibly. He issued a dire warning that if mankind did not absorb lessons from the blunders of the past, we would be bound to repeat those mistakes, which would have disastrous results. Tesla's views regarding the pyramids have been called the ravings of a madman by some, but others have taken them seriously, and his ideas continue to this day to spark debate and discussion. Whether the pyramids were actually created as complex machines and weapons, they continue to be one of the most enduring and puzzling mysteries in the annals of human history. They are also a monument to the inventiveness and originality of our predecessors from long ago. Chapter 3. The Implications of Tesla's Theory. Nikola Tesla's theory about the pyramids has far-reaching consequences for both our knowledge of ancient civilizations and the development of technology. If his ideas are correct, then the ancient Egyptians were not just simple people who built massive tombs for their pharaohs. Rather, they were highly advanced engineers and scientists who were capable of harnessing the power of the earth and the universe. This would mean that the ancient Egyptians were not just people who built massive tombs for their pharaohs. The repercussions that this theory could have been extremely significant. If the pyramids were in fact highly sophisticated machinery and weapons, then they reflect a long-lost technology that, if rediscovered, has the potential to completely transform our knowledge of energy, transportation, and even combat. In addition, if the ancient Egyptians were able to accomplish such technologically complex feats of engineering, then one must wonder what other mysteries they were able to conceal and leave behind. What other technical wonders might be lying dormant beneath the sands of Egypt, just waiting to be found? However, Tesla's idea has consequences that extend beyond the realm of traditional scientific research. They also have profound repercussions on our cultural practices and our philosophical outlooks. If the pyramids were constructed as weapons, then they are a reminder of the potential for technology to be used for destructive purposes, as well as the dangers of hubris and greed. In other words, the pyramids are a good example of what can happen when people let their greed and hubris get the best of them. They serve as a warning that even the most advanced civilizations are susceptible to their own ambition, and that the quest for power can have disastrous repercussions. At the same time, the pyramids are a testament to the human spirit as well as the power of invention and inventiveness. They serve as a reminder that humans are capable of accomplishing great things, even under the most difficult and trying situations, and of leaving a legacy that will last for years to come, even if they do so in the most stressful and terrible circumstances. Nikola Tesla's notion about the pyramids is a fascinating and thought-provoking idea that has grabbed the interest of scientists, historians, and the general public for decades. It's possible that some of his ideas are completely out there, but even if they are, they serve as a crucial reminder that technology has the ability to be used for both good and evil, and that mankind has a responsibility to make intelligent use of the knowledge and power it possesses. The pyramids continue to be one of the most perplexing mysteries in the annals of human history, and they continue to be a source of wonder and intrigue in our times. Chapter 4. The Legacy of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was an exceptionally gifted scientist and inventor, and his ideas and findings have had a significant influence on the way we live in the modern world. He was an early pioneer in the field of electrical engineering, and his inventions and innovations laid the foundation for many of the technologies that we take for granted today, such as alternating current power and wireless communication. During his career, he was a pioneer in the field of electrical engineering. However, Tesla's influence will be felt long after his technological triumphs have been forgotten. He was also a forward-thinking thinker who recognized the potential for advances in science and technology to bring about favorable changes in society. He was a firm believer in the efficacy of human creativity and imagination, and he regarded the advancement of scientific knowledge as the means by which our species can reach its greatest potential. Throughout his whole life, Nikola Tesla was motivated by the need to make the world a better place for all people, and he was firmly dedicated to using his knowledge and expertise to benefit the human race. He was a relentless worker who logged many hours in his laboratory, where he continually conducted experiments and pushed the limits of what was thought to be feasible. Tesla's influence can be felt to this day in a variety of industries, including computer science, electrical engineering, and even physics. His thoughts and creations continue to motivate and educate new generations of researchers and innovators, and his name has become inextricably linked to the concepts of originality and inventiveness. Tesla's vision of a society in which science and technology are employed for the betterment of all people, and in which the quest for knowledge is driven by a desire to make the world a better place, is possibly his most significant contribution to the world as we know it. His legacy is a reminder of the ability of human intellect and creativity to affect the future, and he saw the potential for science and technology to transform society in good ways, to revolutionize society. In conclusion, Nikola Tesla was a remarkable person whose ideas and accomplishments have had an impact on our world that will last for a long time. It was just one example of his innovative thinking, but his legacy as a scientist, inventor, and humanitarian continues to inspire and impact us even today. His interest in the pyramids was just one example. Tesla's dedication to utilizing science and technology for the development of all people, as well as his vision of a society in which human ingenuity and innovation are employed to create a brighter future for all, are both something that we can all learn from and be inspired by. Nikola Tesla's pyramid theory has left us with more puzzles than solutions. But one thing is certain, the pyramids are more than just ancient Egyptian structures. We hope that this movie piqued your interest and motivated you to learn more about the pyramids and the fascinating beliefs that surround them. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comment box below. Click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.